Hey everyone, so the first thing we're going to do is with a lay down brush apply the highlight color which I'm putting on the inner corner of the eye only. Then I'm going to place it directly above the eyebrow, and this is going to be our guideline for how far we take the eyeshadow out. Now I'm using all matte colors in this look because you know what I'm like. But if you want to use shimmer, I suggest using the matte highlight underneath the brow bone and then use the rest of the colours as shimmer, because I think this is probably a more modern way of using it as opposed to having shimmer under the brow bone, which everybody seems to have. So this is the lightest shade. Now the next thing we're going to do is with a large kind of eyeshadow brush, starting from the outside corner of that edge, we're going to apply a mid-tone colour, and this one for me is going to be a light brown. Now if you want to use a green or a blue or a purple, this colour would be the lightest in that range. And you can see that I'm actually placing this colour now up onto that brow bone where we've put that highlight, because this will blend it in subtly and it will photograph very nicely because there'll be dimension underneath these darker colours. So this is our mid-tone. Next comes the darker shade. We're going to start that from the outside corner of the eye again, but this time we're going to bring it in around about sort of just up to the sort of pupil of the eye. I always start from the outside corner because that's where most of the colour will be deposited. And you can see I'm bringing it in slightly. Again, I'm using quite a small brush for this because I don't have huge eyes, so the size of your eyes would obviously dictate how big the brush is. And you can just see I'm just blending this as I go along, even though we will go over this again with a clean eyeshadow brush shortly. I'm going to take a slightly deeper shade still from the outside corner of the eye, and I'm going to bring that in about a third of the way. So the whole thing goes from dark to light, which is why it photographs well. I think this is a very grown-up kind of eye look to do. Okay. Next we're going to take a large fluffy eyeshadow brush, and starting from the outside corner, we're just going to go over and over this, back and forth, to bring the colour up and to bring the colour in, therefore blending it. Going to start in the middle of the lid now, and you can see I'm working back and forth motions from the highlight point all the way in, because the whole thing needs to look like it's kind of one dark colour blending into nothing. I'm going to take an eye pencil now, and this is a dark brown because this is an all brown look. I'm just going to start from the outside corner and bring it in thicker at the outside corner. And then I'm going to line underneath the eye as well, but only a third of the way in. If you've got really, really deep set eyes, it's a good idea to not line too thickly, and the same goes with hooded eyes that have been acquired through age. Next, you're going to just take a small brush and just blend that line in, because with a little bit of eyeshadow, because it can smear and generally be irritating. Next we're going to pull the eyelid up, which looks gruesome, and apply a black kohl pencil to the inside waterline. Now if you don't want this to transfer, then use a gel eyeliner that is waterproof, and there are lots of them out there that are safe for the waterline. But I want it to transfer, so hence I'm using a pencil. Curl your lashes. Next we come to the mascara. Now you can see I'm holding the brush vertically, and I'm basically painting every single lash upwards as I go along. It's very time consuming and laborious, but never mind. And there's almost nothing on the brush as well, as you can see. It's much better to build up the colour than have to be worrying about taking it off. Now I'm going to go across. So I always think it's good to go for length first and then thickness. Well, that sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? But you know what I mean. And this completes the finished look. So thank you very much for watching, and I appreciate your time, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.